Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about globalization in sports, specifically using Dota 2, an esport video game as my example. It's made by a development company called Valve, and they host a lot of big tournaments. But ultimately, we're going to look at how the game grew and how leaders manage certain challenges and what we can take away from it. What is Dota 2? It's a 5-on-5 strategy-based game, and the biggest event they have is called the International. It's hosted in cities like Seattle, Shanghai, Bucharest, and a lot of other countries. Millions end up watching online, and then thousands attend live. It's respected for skill, teamwork, and strategy. In terms of global growth, since 2011, the prize pools have passed 208 million, mostly funded by fans, so that's promising and a lot of interest. Huge audiences in China, Southeast Asia, and Europe, and esports is just continuing to grow. It's more and more mainstream now. And the next event they have is in 2026. Shows they're, really planning long term globally. In terms of leadership strategies, Valve used to run the international, but now a company called PGL is in charge. They announced 13 tournaments through 2028, and each with an average of $1 million prize pools. But ultimately, that shows they're planning ahead, securing funds and creating new work structures, and at the same time, including a bunch of teams worldwide. In terms of leadership skills needed, leaders need adaptability, clear communication, cultural awareness, and diplomacy to run global esports successfully. I think that's totally true. And ultimately, these are the skills leaders need to succeed in global esports too, because it's so global that, there's new things, new challenges within the market, like being able to speak different languages, um, and work through that and learn. You're basically your target market in terms of, finding out who is interested in your game. Um, and continuing on global challenges, globalization brings a lot of issues. Uh, Uneven internet access, unequal resources to parts or whatever it may be, uh, cultural conflicts and or branding challenges, which, that's pretty universal in terms of high stakes sports. But Valve's company structure has also been criticized recently. They've been accused of limiting diversity, and that's because they have a basic structure where nobody's really anybody's manager and all the employees make their own decisions, um, which is thought of as being unethical, to where nobody can move up or down. Um, but my reflection, strong leaders, they need to show that they can have a vision and think ahead, and being able to include everybody from all different places and being adaptable to new challenges, whether it's local or abroad, and being able to communicate with all different types of people. And I think I'm good at adaptability and communication, but I definitely want to grow my cultural awareness, um, whether it's esports, in Europe and Asian countries, or, baseball in countries like Venezuela or Dominican Republic or Mexico. Um, but ultimately, just building a global mindset means that you can learn from diverse communities and fan bases. And essentially, I've learned where I'm strong and where I want to grow as a leader.